So welcome everyone. In the previous video, we have learned how to build REST API in Django using Django REST framework. In today's video, we are going to add Swagger API documentation to our Django REST API. I am Kushal Vijay and this is Savage Programmer. So let's get started. So we'll be using this Django package to build Swagger API into our REST API. So it was Django REST framework _YASG. So we'll follow its documentation and accordingly we'll build our wrapper of Swagger over it. So here is its documentation. So let's quickly jump into how we can install it into our REST API. So here is the usage. First of all, we need to install this particular package. So let's copy this and go to our terminal, paste this. Keep in mind that your virtual environment is active and let's install this. Here you can see. Okay, we have already installed it. Now moving to the second step. In the settings.py, we need to have these two applications, right? So let's add this. Let's go to our settings.py. Here it is. So the static files is already there. We need to add this particular application only. That is Django REST framework YAS Swagger. So it is added now. Yep. Now we need to modify our urls.py also. We need to copy these packages, these dependencies. Let's go to our urls.py and paste these dependencies here. Now we need to copy this schema view as well. So let's copy the schema view. It's very simple. You just need to copy paste the thing and follow the documentation as it is. So you can change these things here. For example, it's our API documentation version 1 is fine. Description will be like student name register. Terms of service can be anything, contact, or you can leave it like that. XYZ. License can be like anything. Public is true, permissions is allow any. Now we need to add some URL patterns as well. So let's add them. The good thing is it provides us two endpoints for the documentation. Okay, so it is using URL, we'll change it to path. So this particular pattern is not useful for us, you can remove this. It provides us two patterns, URL patterns or path, where it provides us the documentation, the Swagger documentation, a kind, API reference documentation. First is Swagger and second is Redocly. So we will be learning only Swagger in this tutorial. So let's remove this and change this particular URL pattern to path. So path does not include regular expression and else remains the same. So it is done right here. Okay, so let's move to the views now. Okay, so we are done with the documentation thing. Now we just need to add some more changes. So now we'll import some class which we will be inheriting here, and it will help us to build that Swagger API documentation. So the classes will be like from the REST framework only. It will be from generic and we'll use generic API view. So let's import that. Now we need to decide our serializer class, data student serializer. So everything is done now. We can run our server. You need to migrate the changes first because you have installed a new app, and so let's do it now. by make migrations. As you can see, there is no changes detected, so we need to migrate also. Make it a habit to do these two steps before running the server, so that you can catch any errors if there are. So let's run the server now. So our endpoint was Swagger. Okay, I think our endpoint is something else. Okay, it was Swagger. But it's saying it's not found. Okay, this is weird. Let me check. So I've done actually nothing. I've run the server again and it was working fine. I don't know why why that happened, but yeah, now it's working fine. Let's go to our Swagger endpoint. So here is our API documentation. We had two endpoints. First of all, the get endpoint, and the second one was post endpoint. Here it is our post endpoint and the description of this. So let's try our get endpoint first. So let's pull in our data. So I've deleted all the data earlier, and that's why it is showing no data here. Let me check if I have the database. So let's create an object and then do it. So Kaushal, let's execute that. So the object is created. Now let's pull in from our get API, get endpoint. Let's clear this, execute that, and if you see, our object is here. I hope you must have learned something from this video. So like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. And stay tuned for such amazing content. Thank you.